My name is Bob Bacigal. I am the Assistant Vice President of Information Security Services at Amerisure Insurance. We're located in Farmington Hills, Michigan. We are a property casualty commercial insurance carrier. Amerisure has challenges because we're in the insurance industry, which is a heavily regulated industry. So we have those natural challenges ahead of us as far as an industry goes. As an organization, we realized a few years ago that we want to open our doors, open our systems to our customers, right? To get more virtual with our customers, and in doing so, realized we need to get our arms around identity access management if we're going to start allowing customers, vendors, suppliers into our systems. So our business drivers to going to the Courion solution were, one, we were moved to a virtual organization, meaning we went from having the typical client server and mainframe environment, we were moving toward a virtual environment. Again, realizing that we had some needs around identity and access management, as well as we're getting hit with more regulatory requirements and more attestation that we had to do back to the regulators and the auditors. You know, this is a great story why Amerisure chose Courion. I really like it. We went out and we put out our RFP or our RFQ for information, and got back the typical responses. Most of the folks that responded were large organizations that were able to purchase smaller identity access management providers, solution providers, and put them together in what they would call a product suite. I didn't think they were very cohesive. The product suites were kind of bundled together, and then they were trying to sell them off to us. They didn't have a lot of expertise. The products didn't work very well together. On the flip side, the reason why we chose Courion is they were single-threaded, right? We identity and access management provider. They had the expertise in-house, and it made them stand head and shoulders above the rest, right? We wanted to work with those folks and learn how to do identity and access management, and didn't think we would get that from the larger conglomerates that were proposing solutions. We had three major goals going into this implementation. One was to do 5 core applications, automatic provision, deprovisioning of accounts. The second was to do knowledge transfer from the Courion professional services engineers back to the Amerisure staff that would be actually performing the work on an ongoing basis. And the third, we wanted to have stringent project management controls in place. We have a project management methodology at Amerisure that is very controlled, and we asked Courion to get on board with our project management methodology, and they worked diligently with us to come up with a detailed project plan that allowed us to measure our progress and also come in the project on budget and on time and meeting all of our goals. So the results that we achieved with our initial implementation of Account Courier allowed us to improve our service level agreement that we have with our organization from 3 days to provision a new account down to 24 hours or less. We actually run a batch job at night, so depending when the request comes in, it would be done the next morning. And on the other side of that, in the termination process, as employees were terminated, those accounts were deprovisioned that night as well. Huge improvement in the decommissioning process. The termination process that we had at Amerisure was, how do I say, a lot of things were falling through the cracks. We were dependent on managers telling us when folks left the organization. Putting that feed from HR into the Courion product and allowing that to happen automatically allowed us to, as soon as Amerisure decided they're not going to pay an employee, we decided that it was automatically their accounts were turned off. So a huge improvement in that area. Future plans Amerisure has for using Courion product suites. Today we have implemented the Compliance Courier product that allows us to do compliance with a lot of the regulatory issues that we face. We are in the process now of using the role mining tool so that we can use the role courier product more efficiently at our organization, because we have a role-based access control initiative that we've just begun. So we look forward to using the Courion product to do that.